Yep, that pretty much sums up my week. The last few races have been, let's just say, character build. I dropped from almost S2 to B3, so yeah, for today I had only one goal. Just please let me finish the race. There's no point in chasing lap times yet. Step 1 is convincing the tires they're actually supposed to work. Yeah, you didn't see anything. Let's quickly rewind it. Okay, so this time for sure we are going to make this corner. We concentrate, keep it tight. Not again. Okay, let's try it last time. And here we go. Here we go. You thought I will miss it again? No. Let's continue. This is the final lap. We are on P21 and you need a really good quali lap to start from front. With a lot of traction, we are getting out of the last turn and are heading towards the finish line. From P13 that we've been earlier, we jumped just on P3. It was not the front row, but at least the second one.
Formation lap has started.
I always love this part. Everyone looks so calm, mostly. But let's give it one corner. We are 20-something drivers and I hope that every single one of us is thinking the same thing. Don't be stupid. Please don't.
Green flag, green flag.
Just remember rule number 1. We don't win races in the first lap. Also number 2. Don't become somebody else's highlight reel. Really, like, don't do this, guys. Alright, so we are going into turn 3 and we are still alive. This is amazing. Easy now on throttle, as we had already an argument today. Here I was braking a little bit too hard and was losing quite some time. Going into turn 6, even with pretty cold tires, I can push it as the Porsche is pretty safe. Every lap through here feels like you're just politely throwing the car off the cliff. When they announced the American track pack, I was pretty happy and was really looking forward towards Daytona, and not really happy to hear that Laguna Seca is going to be also the second one that is going to be released. I had really bad memories in the FIA F4 car on iRacing, so I think everyone who has the F4 car on iRacing or ever raced there knows exactly what I'm talking about. Now that everyone had survived the opening lap, the race finally settled down a bit, which actually gives me a good excuse to talk about why we are even here. Le Mans Ultimate just dropped the 1.4 update and honestly, I think it's a pretty big step in the right direction. We've got new GT3 content, new tracks, loads of improvement and most importantly, at least for me, slightly fewer reasons to blame the game when I spin. It's not a perfect game, but then again, neither my driving is. One thing I've been really enjoying in the 1.4 update is the brake model. You can actually feel the difference when you start leaning on the pedal. Trail braking feels more natural, and locking a tire now feels like something you earned instead of something the game just decided for you. It also means you got to be a bit more disciplined. You can't just stamp on the brakes and hope for the best. Well, you can, you're just not going to like the result. One thing I'm really curious about is the new stewarding system. Because if it works the way I'm hoping, it might finally convince some people that dive bombing from 3 postcodes back isn't actually a valid overtaking strategy. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for hard racing, door to door, wheel to wheel, even a little bit of paint trading. That's what makes GT racing, and that's why Formula 1 is Formula 1. But if your braking marker is, whenever your fear takes you over, we might need to have a chat. I don't want to get penalties to other people, I just want clean racing. Also, a very important thing is that whenever you see somebody spinning around, don't just flat out through them. Lift, brake, look around, and go around while being safe, you and others. Well, I definitely wasn't expecting this. The two guys ahead suddenly got together, and just like that, I inherited P3. Sometimes, racing is all about being in the right place at the right time, and sometimes, it's about staying out of everybody else's mess. Just after the corkscrew, I noticed the BMW was struggling. It looked like something wasn't quite right, so I took the opportunity, got alongside into the left-hander, and I managed to sneak around for P2. Not exactly the overtake I had imagined, but trust me, I wasn't about to give it back. The leader was already long gone, about 12 seconds up the road, and I had built a comfortable gap of almost 9 seconds back to P3. At that point, there was nothing left to prove. No need for a last lap hero move, no desperate braking, no trying to find another chance where there wasn't one. Just take the flag. Well, I will definitely take that. P2. A bit of driver rating back, a bit of safety rating back, and most importantly, the car came home in one piece. Considering how this week started, that's a result I'm really happy with. If you enjoyed coming along for the ride, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button. And if you think this might be the start of a decent comeback, consider subscribing. I've got plenty of more LMU races and some pretty weird setup experiments and a lot of more stuff coming in the future. See you next time.